show you how to make my favorite vanilla iced coffee all at home. So it's super simple. All you really need is ground coffee, vanilla syrup, and milk of your choice. I'm gonna be using almond milk, and I guess also like a milk frother if you have one of those. I don't think you necessarily need it though, you could just like pour it in. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna show you how I make iced vanilla coffee. So first I'm just gonna fill this with water. So I fill this one up to the 4 mark because it makes enough coffee for me and my boyfriend. Because we both drink coffee in the morning, so that, and then I just pour it in one of these coffee filters because we are making drip coffee. And then I have other coffees, but this is my favorite one. It's basically the True North, like blonde Starbucks ground coffee. So I just use 4 scoops, like 4 tablespoons of this in there. And then I end up just like, this fills up a good cup for me and a cup for my boyfriend. So if you're using this and you're only making it for you, just do 2 and 2. So now I'm just gonna let my coffee do its coffee magic, and then we'll be back when it's ready. Alright, the coffee is ready, and if I was making like a regular hot coffee, it would just be ready now, but because we're making iced coffee, we need to get this in the fridge. This is what I call my fridge cup because it's like plastic, it's green, and I can't seem to get rid of it. Like when I moved, this cup came with me somehow, so it's actually been really useful because the way that it's like angled, it's like easy to pour into like my actual jar, which we'll be using after, but this one, it won't die if I put it in the fridge. So I'm gonna fill this cup like up to here with coffee, and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge for anywhere for an hour to a couple of hours. It really depends like how badly I want the coffee. Most days I just leave it in the fridge for an hour, and then I get like the ice cubes and stuff, which you'll see next. So we're just gonna pour in some coffee. There we go. And then the rest there is for my boyfriend, so I make sure that there's enough for his cup as well. So yeah, you can see, because this cup is clear, that's how much coffee is in here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the fridge for an hour or more, and then I will see you when it's time to make it iced. Alright, it's been a little over an hour, so the coffee is still in the fridge, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to froth the milk and get the vanilla syrup in there, and then that's when I take the coffee out of the fridge because I try to leave it in the fridge as long as I can. So I'm going to get my milk. Usually I use silk milk, but they didn't have any, so I'm using the Earth's Own almond milk. And I have this homemade vanilla syrup. I'll put the link of how I made this in the description of this video so you can make it yourself. It's just sugar, water, and vanilla extract, and so I have enough here for my coffee. And so let's get frothing. So there's not really any real measurements, I just pour this in. So I just pour it up to this like little knob thin, and that's how much milk I put in. So I just fill, usually it's a spoon of this, a tablespoon of this. Sometimes I do a tablespoon and a half, sometimes I do 2. It really depends how I feel if I want it to be extra sweet that day. And I just pour it into the milk. So I definitely recommend the milk first and then the syrup, because if you do the syrup and then the milk, it doesn't froth properly. So the cool thing about this Nespresso like milk frother is that you can do hot mode or cold mode. So because I'm having iced coffee, I'm gonna do cold mode, which is just holding down the button a little bit longer than usual. If I'm doing hot mode for hot coffee, I just press it once. So I'm just gonna hold this down. And then like it glows blue, which is cool, and I'm just gonna go let that froth. It takes like 30 seconds. So while that froths, I get my little jar here. This is actually a pasta sauce jar that I just cleaned out 100 times, and I use it for my iced coffee because it's like just big enough for that, and all my other cups are too small. And some ice. I usually do like 2, 4, 6, 8 ice cubes, and I just put them in here. And that's all there is to it. I take one of my paper straws and I just like mix it. And now it is a beautiful vanilla iced coffee. It's so good. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you try out this recipe. If you do, leave a comment down below if you liked it or if you made alterations to it, because I would love to try it because I get tired of the same coffee every single day. So in a couple of months I'll get tired of making this coffee. So please recommend some coffee recipes that I can try and do at home with my drip coffee machine. I love it. I love sweet thins. I don't like bitter. If you like this video, don't forget, hit the big fat like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because I make new videos every Monday and Thursdays. Mondays, podcast episodes. Thursdays, videos like this, vlogs, sometimes makeup. I did one cleaning Swiffer review once upon a time, so I just do whatever I want. So if you like chill content that you can just like watch if you're having a bad day, or that you just want to eat lunch and watch something a little mindless, like, I'm your girl. That coffee's good. So yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time. Bye!